I have no idea where we're going.
Well, you know the area.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what kind of ride you want to do.
We'll do whatever kind you want. That's what I want.
What kind of ride you want to do?
Yeah, because I don't. Given that it's Friday, the canal trail is probably reasonably free if you want to try that.
I would much rather ride the canal than anywhere else, to tell you the truth. I enjoy canal riding.
What we're going to do then is, when we go out this way, then up 29th, then we have to go up in the Metro Center, which kind of needs a loop through a parking lot.
I'll just follow you.
If you ever saw my videos, then you see the way I go to work, and that's how we get there.
Yeah.
So,
let's go.
We going left?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just watch my turn signals. You'll know where we're going. Well, don't do that. canal goes that way, or it goes that way?
You pick whatever's nice. I'd go one that's going away from this one for now, and then we'll.
That sounds good.
We'll be on our way back.
You have turn signals. We'll follow you.
Okay. Yeah, so I can at least pretend to be pedaling.
You're a pretty sharp looking derailer there.
Yep. And about all it really does well is it moves to the right and catches the crank so it all jams.
Crushed cans or anything like that?
Yeah, wind up in the canal. Sploosh, bloop, bloop, bloop. One of these days. take this fast. It has those stupid... Yeah.
They never did complete it then or something, huh?
Apparently not.
Did he make it? I got a little tail whip off one of those jumps.
Wondering, what?
What happened to you guys? Where'd you go?
It's dead end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, apparently they've never finished the stupid... I haven't been down here in months because they have another one of these. They were building a 7th. But apparently they haven't finished it yet.
It was supposed to be done in November.
They've blocked the trail off still. It's still got the fence across it. So I guess we go back that way.
You're serious?
Yep.
Oh, I was just kidding. I just stopped because
But we can go this way and then go on the other side.
Yeah.
It's just not as nice a trail as it is on this side.
There's fun little jumps.
So.
Well, I had to stop because my chain came loose on my Velcro. Started dragging on my tire, so I had to.
That's not good. Yeah, you don't want to get that caught up in the spokes. Turning radius on this thing sucks though. So we can go on that side.
We can go on the other side.
We just have to cross the street, which is going to take forever. What?
I said I've used 3 amp hours already. I need to slow down.
Yeah, maybe do a little less hard acceleration and stuff, right?
The little jumps, I had to try them.
like that.
Just like that.
Yeah. Okay. Can't see down there, but yeah, that's why they're building the underpass. That's why they're building that, because it's horrible.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah, because there is one over here at that end, but here there has never been one. And
I like Phoenix when I'm on an e-bike.
yeah.
There you go.
As long as you're not on the road, it's great.
Keep it if I'm in a dang car.
Yeah, yeah. If you have to be on the road, then it sucks too, even on an e-bike. But oh. Turning radius sucks. What?
You know the way.
Mostly. It only uses 2 kilowatts to go up that hill.
I use 5.7 amps. 300 watts, roughly. 285 watts, I guess.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about gearing.
I don't have any gearing, it's direct drive.
Right, but you're using the motor through the gearing, and so it's being able to stay efficient.
No, the motor's not through the gearing, it's driving the disc cutter.
Yeah, but I meant that it's going through a reduction and everything,
drive.
so it's able to stay reasonably efficient, unlike that thing. Yeah. Yeah, even if I didn't have any gearing ratios at all, using this motor through the drivetrain would still be better.
Yeah.
Sure. How far have we gone so far?
Waiting. Let's see. 5 miles.
Yeah.
I didn't have mine cleared off. I reset mine partway in our trip.
Yeah. Well, mine had my work trip, which was like 3 miles or something. So, and I'm at 8. 8.8 now.
3.6 amp hours now that I'm not gunning it so hard.
Got a nice motor on there or what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Check it out.
He's got electric?
Yep, they all are. All built ourselves.
You guys built that yourself? Yeah. But I was thinking, man, I was trying to build an electric, but I was trying to put an alternator to charge the battery. That way you don't carry that much weight. You just got the alternator.
The thing is, you know, there's no such thing as a perpetual motion machine.
Law of conservation of energy. It always, energy can't be created or destroyed. It can only be changed forms. And every time it changes forms, you lose efficiency. So like if you had an alternator on the front wheel driving a motor on the back, it would take more power to drive the alternator than it would make to send the motor. It's kind of tricky. But if you're going downhill and you just switch the alternator on and coast, then it'll regenerate.
What about the little...
That's taken from your legs to get the power of the light.
What is it? It's not a lot of
But it's not a lot of power.
It's not very much power to power that bomb compared to say charging up the battery.
Yeah, this bike puts out about 14,000 watts. So a little white bulb is like 5 watts. This bike takes about 14,000 watts to do that. I'm too scared to push it all the way. Did you see the wheelie a little earlier?
Yeah, if you guys were riding in front of me, I'd probably have it on camera.
So fun.
Is that the best bike you made or what?
Yeah, I think this is one of the fastest ones in the world right now, up to what its top speed is for.
That one's the fastest one right now.
Well, there's one guy that has one that goes 80, but
well, there's Luke's, which we don't know how fast it goes because he's never pushed it all that way. He's too scared.
It's gearing limited to 80. I've done the math.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you want to get into
I think I'd beat him like the light though anyway.
There.
You got something to hold it?
No, but
I'm trying to put this one in a full suspension frame, this drivetrain, with all enclosed belt drives and a seat height that you can drop from the bars so you can do trials or motocross or whatever with it, but I don't have any investors anymore, so this is where I'm stuck at.
What about compressed air?
That's a good deal. The DiPietro has a good compressed air motor. They're starting to get close.
Is it faster than that one?
Not yet. It'd take a lot of air to get that kind of power.
yeah, then the problem you run into is the weight of the tank to carry the air. Or you have to use an engine to run the compressor, and then at that point you might as well just put the engine on the wheel.
And then the thing about compressed air is the tank that you have to have needs to be able to hold that capacity or that pressure. And any tank that can hold that pressure is going to be heavy.
Yeah.
What if you build a tank inside here?
That would work. I've got a generator compressor unit they're using to frame as a tank. But that's not very much volume. That's that volume.
There's one bike a guy just made. It has a big cylinder that goes into it, and it's a really cool looking bike. It was on gizmag.com, the Gizmag. It's called like the O2 or something. It's a pretty good deal. It's actually an off-road bike, and it's got a DiPietro air engine in it. But it's not available yet because I don't think the engines are efficient enough to get the performance that people are looking for. I've been working on this for 2 years and have over $100,000, not just in the bike, but in my shop and all the parts and all the tools and, you know, and making it real.
And then on the other side, there's this one
and
that
I'm
probably...
homeless right now, so... yeah. Yeah.
And on the other side of the coin, there's this one, which was probably cost me $100 by now.
Yeah, it's all
And-
recycled, and that's the future right there.
So
If society collapses, we're gonna have to know how to do that. You know, that's so awesome.
Which
And it
one?
looks comfy.
The one with the front?
yep.
Yeah, it's got a front
Motor front. His is in the rear.
And mine's
His is in
running
the
a
middle.
Radio control car motor through a reduction drive.
He's using an RC motor. We're using pump motors. He's got a front pump motor. I've got the rear like that.
Got another one in progress using a motor off of a power chair.
How long does that one last?
The worst I've got was 15 miles going uphill in the sand at 40 miles an hour, jumping stuff, and the best I've got was 88 miles cruising around Phoenix.
And I've got, mine is built, I've got a big 48 volt pack here, and this is all 73 volts with the battery here.
My batteries are this big.
This would go over 50 miles.
Yeah, and this one will probably do about 15 or 20.
So you're just electric, that's what you got to do?
Well, I'll run pedal power. Plus I have this right now.
Yeah, it's sweet.
At night you can see it better. See, I've got the flashing lights and single color lights or whatever.
It's possible. They can say all the stuff on the news they want about electrics aren't. It's possible, you know.
Yep.
I'm on the racing circuit with this one. Of course, I don't have all the batteries on here when I'm racing, but there's the racing circuit too.
I got a motor that I'm trying to build, but it's not a motor, it's a compressed air motor. I gotta draw it to show you how it looks. It's like,
Look up DiPietro. D-I-P-I-E-T-R-O. Angelo DiPietro. He's been working on one for about 20 years. And they're just now, I think it weighs like 25 pounds or something. It's about that big. And it's I think it's a rotary vane compressor inside. You know, it's got a bigger chamber and a smaller chamber. And then there's flaps basically inside that are mounted on springs. So it goes between the bigger and the little one. And that's what makes it efficient.
Is that what yours is like?
mine is like a circle like that, and it's got holes, but it's got a hole right here. For the air on it, it goes in when it's spin. So every time it's
So it has vanes on it, then?
Like a turbocharger.
Oh, it's different. You got a paper behind my because you got a back.
I don't have a paper.
Do you do email?
No, what you need
Yeah,
to do?
I got email.
What's your email address?
219.
219?
No, Tune. Like
Tune?
Yeah, Tune19 at hotmail.com.
Tune19. Can you guys help me remember that?
The
Got
other
it.
thing you could do is if you get on that forum, all of us are on that forum, and of course we're under different names than our real names too, but if you
Easy
come
to
on that
find.
forum, you can post it up and we know instantly who it was that we were talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there'll probably be people there to help with you.
Just say, hey, I'm the guy that was on
On the canal in Phoenix, and
Yep.
boom, we'll be right there going, oh yeah.
It's not just electric too. It's any kind of alternative powered. There's sections for any kind of alternative powered vehicles
Yep.
and solar energy. And if you want to talk with people who really care about it and love it, and that's what they're in it for, that's the forum to go to.
And
There's
into inventing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Into any form of transportation, bikes or whatever.
See, I'd never met him until today, and we met over the forum, and he came up to my house and picked up a bunch of parts when I still had a house, and we're friends. You know, I've got friends all over the world now because of that forum. It's pretty neat.
And I met him, what, was it 1 or 2 years ago? We went racing down to Tucson on a park track.
Yeah.
Gas and electric bike.
Death race.
Half of the stuff on this bike was donated to me by people who just thought it was a cool project. And so, stuff they were going to either toss out or never use anymore. And
219 at Hotmail. I'll shoot you an email, send you a link to some videos of this thing running in the desert. And
Send him the link on how to get on the forum, too.
for sure, yeah.
That way you can keep in touch with all of us. We can bounce ideas off each other. That's what it's all about. It's an open source forum.
Do you guys know how to do SolidWorks?
I wish, man.
no, but there are people on the forum who've done it. So.
I've got ViaCAD and it makes my brain hurt. I need to find somebody that's good at SolidWorks. That's the next step to this project coming to life. Finding somebody that's down with SolidWorks that I can trust, that I can show all my 2D drawings to, that they can fill it out for me. Because those computers make my head hurt. I just like, they suck the creativity out of me. I'll draw something for 2 hours and then I'll click on it and it'll go away and I'll just be bummed for a week and I won't go back to work on it.
They say they're better.
We like racing them.
They can't keep up.
I could catch them in 1.5 seconds right now.
We pissed them off.
They hate us. But I
Well,
pedal too.
some of them
I ride a
don't.
downhill bike most of the time with pedal regular, no motor. And my average speed through town on my downhill bike is 34 miles an hour. So I can run with those guys without a motor. I don't care. So I love it when they're like, "Yeah, you're cheating." Oh, really? I turn the motor off and chase them down if I have to, if I get any attitude out of them.
Well, I don't know if look, man, the reason I don't want to show you guys the paper was because it was a fucking gold backpack. That's why I hate it, because I didn't want to fucking, I didn't want to wear that. You know, I needed a backpack. I found this one in Cheshire.
Well, the really cool thing is,
I painted them with Sharpies.
well, the cool thing is with stuff that looks like that is nobody's going to steal it from you.
Yeah.
That's why this looks this way. I can leave it locked up outside almost anywhere and nobody touches it.
People think
They
mine's
play
gonna
with the
shock
switches, but
Dude, the motor that I got, dude, it's like fucking insane, dude. I can't believe it, man. It's fucking weird.
them. Awesome.